Or the 3.
Where am I?
I don't know. Who do you favor?
I like what Brame has for their draft, but I feel like there's a lot of little pieces that have to fit together, and I always feel like whenever we say they're on a timer, it's never a good sign. So I do favor the secret draft, but you know what? I'm on the Brame train. Let's go. Make it happen, boys.
Well, we did say there's so many different tiebreaker scenarios at play here, but for this series, you only need to keep in mind one thing. This is one best of...
How jungle Venom is actually going to work here. You've got 2 supports that Spectre's just going to eat.
I mean, I hope
for
it's
breakfast every single ultimate, and even then, like the sustained damage that is put out, unless you land the right Ice Blast, like Sunray can undo all of that, both with its team fight potential and its healing.
Okay, well, my panel doesn't know what Tundra is planning on doing in this 3rd game. We're gonna find out. We're gonna learn from them as we head into the 3rd game between them and Team Nigma. Find out who takes the series. It's over to Moxie and Fogged.
Man, I love Midnight Dota. We got a game of 3 coming out here. We got some interesting draft choices. And, you know, we've been a hater before on the Jungle Enigma before.
And look at his starting items.
Oh, baby.
He's got the Blightstone Sage's mask. It's the Telf. That just says jungle immediately for the Venomancer. So they're going to try it again. Brian said it before. They got 0 stuns, Moxie. They only have stuns on their ultimates on the side of Tundra. Bit worried for them, as we've seen Nigma go for this type of draft style before. They made it look really good. Late game scaling is ridiculous. Mind Control Nature's Prophet should be able to bully pretty nicely in the lane too. Let's see what Tundra's going to be able to do, if they're going to be able to impress this time, because I feel like they're putting themselves in a very tough spot this game.
We did see some very high execution, though, coming out in game number 2.
We did.
So perhaps, you know, perhaps this is the big brain play. Perhaps we just don't see the full picture. I'm super down to learn whether this is good or if it is completely just not the draft.
Yeah, and it is, you know, there's interesting approaches that they have done. You know, as soon as they see the clockwork picked up after Phoenix, they know it's locked in position, that it's going to be a mid-tiny, right? So that's why they go for this Venomancer with the AH supports, because it's going to be really disruptive versus like that Blink Tagger build. It's going to be really annoying inside of these midst of the fights. But then Nigma, they get a different way to initiate fights. They have a clockwork and they have Spectre to be able to get into back to maybe give opportunities for Miracle in mid-game. So it feels difficult for Tundra for sure. But we'll see what they can do. Snaking, I mean, eyes on this jungle Veno if he's able to get out of control, if he's able to get the farm, and eyes on the clockwork to see if he can just hunt him, farm the wards, and kill him over and over again. I mean, I do think they're going to be prepared for this.
He's got to just full commit, though, for this, because that was the problem that we saw.
Though. I mean, he usually want to start getting your wards set up in place. Looks like he's trying to find a safe place to do it. He's trying to be sneaky, because most people expect, you know, you're expecting to be around that ancient side where we see did see the both of them. Snaking's being very sneaky.
Sneaky snaking. I like it.
Let's see how Skeeter does, though. I feel like this is going to be a pretty tough lane for the Jug. He's just going to get hit. You're just going to get poked. Treants are there. You're going to get hit. AA cannot contribute much. You got to spin to at least deal with some damage, but it's a fully defensive
Look how low he's sitting here.
He's almost going to die.
Yeah.
He might
actually just die here.
All right, he's forced all the way back.
That's just at level 1.
It is.
That's horrifying.
I'm going to watch Snaking. This is the really interactive gameplay here. Yes, let's get the Snaking stand. My finest creation with the OS Frog as Tundra. We'll lose 33 up top. Actually, just to a Phoenix and Spectre while we're looking at other stuff. There's tons of stuff happening. Lots of exciting other things down bottom, but how do they rock? I'm actually surprised. How the hell do you kill the Tide Hunter?
I'm very confused.
Yeah,
I'm assuming you've got the Flame Spirits and you've got, you know,
a dagger.
How?
I guess they got 2 or 3 daggers on him or something to chase him. That is, okay. I missed that one, but... yeah, I don't know. Let's see what Tundra's gonna be able to do, because oh God, he is pushed out of lane.
What did
All right, well, already
a disaster.
Nigma, they're winning every single one of their lanes here. They forced out all of that region and even got themselves a kill. This is...
And he's low, is the thing. Like, you've got your bottle to heal up a little bit, but look at Miracle's posture. He's actually just chilling up here, not letting him even approach the wave. 9 will at least get himself one of them. And we will have Snaking check the other one. Okay, that's the plan.
Fata is getting just bullied here by these little treants. Have to be careful. He might actually... No, 60-something hit points. Snaking, though, is, of course, you know...
He's farming.
Winning the jungle, at the very least.
He's farming.
Got that going for him.
Does mean he's not going to get hunted just now from GH. I think that they can ditch Mind Control pretty soon at some point, though. I think, like, after a couple levels, you hit, like, level 3-4 on Nature's Prophet, and then GH can just be like, all right, you got this, man. And then they can just hunt. Kuroki's actually already doing it. He's already on the way. He's like, where is this pesky, sneaky Snaking? They've already owned the top lane. pretty hard versus that Tidehunter. The stick is already up for ILTW. And he's actually taking Desolate. This is a cool approach to actually be able to zone and push out Tide. As soon as he's away from the creeps, that damage will start to add up.
Oh, the courier.
You just see this stuff. Unfortunately, this one might be a juggle Venomancer, but it still has potential to be that good, Dota.
Something, though, you know, that's the best part about Dota, is that there's always something new being invented.
Yeah.
Or just the oh god, bot.
He dead. He dead.
He's very dead. That's just a hard lane. What is he supposed to do?
It is a very tough one.
Maybe, you know, at least he can teleport. Oh, I guess maybe not. I was gonna say possibly, you know, you teleport. Oh,
he's got to go back.
The boots and the Ring of Regen.
They find the snaking courier. That's his healing up.
He's gotta be careful.
He's got to be
they
very
might
low.
Rotate over
now. If he gets killed by GH from
he's gotta go. He's gotta go right now. GH.
Oh,
no, he's fine.
That was so close. Checks to see if there's a ward because of how quick he TP'd, but it actually was not. It was just nice awareness, says Fada. TP's to the tier 2. He's sneaking his way out here to at least hand off the boots to Skeeter, who, like you mentioned, Skeeter, still having good farm.
When you are reduced to being a courier.
It's your job.
Courier core. That feels so bad.
It's not like you're contributing much else versus Treant and versus Furion anyway.
That's fair, but now there's 3 people up here, and now 33. He is
Trouble.
just gonna get bullied. They've got the battery assault.
Level 2 battery assault too, it's that high damage. Pulls it into the creeps though, so there's a lot of extra targets for that battery assault to miss onto. Still continue to hit him, but is he actually able to get away?
Oh, the Icarus dive though. The body block's coming out from Kuro.
They don't hit him for anything. It's literally
but
zero
I mean,
damage.
they're using everything to just slow him down here, hold him into place, give some more breathing room here for Spectre. And oh my goodness. They do indeed take down 33.
Not bad. Nicely played, though, from 33. Able to juke around, make them work extra, use a secondary battery assault to kill him. Does use the whole mana pool of Clockwork, so GH might just have to go back. And GH just revealed there's a ward on the high ground. Super smart play there just now. Walks up, waits for the creep to walk up the hill. As soon as it does, boom, he knows that information's there. Does take it out. That's the snaking protection ward. Now likely to go back to base, refill, and look for his next place to go.
I don't think Snaking's going to be crossing that river again too soon. It looks like he's set up base camp over within his own jungle.
He's got no boots, so yeah, I would be very surprised if he does. 9 goes for the skewer play. Won't be able to connect. Miracle taunt him.
This is actually so ridiculous here. The fact that Mind Control is just bullying everybody in this lane just by himself, too. Because GH, he's made another rotation up here on 33. Turning up with the cogs, he'll throw out the flame spirits.
Clears out the creep wave, too.
Harass quite a bit. These body blocks coming out, too. We'll be in the middle of a creep wave, though.
An anchor smash.
Gonna get bullied away. They aren't gonna be able to get a kill this time.
Full passive build. 2 in Kraken, 2 in Anchor Smash. Just knows he just has to survive up here. He even picks up small cheap items, right? Cloak, any type of effective HP that he can get on the Tide versus this magic damage. Paying off. GH waiting for his next target. Does see 9 for a second. He's just gonna go annoy him, go secure the rune, while we see Snaking do the same thing down bottom. He's got his Tranquil Boots, so he's a lot safer to play aggressively. Also gonna steal the small camp away from this Tiny.
I like this play.
Yeah, this is nice here.
It's cheeky though. It's a little worrisome. Immediately dropping down here.
Secures it.
Here's the rune.
Yep. And he's got Raindrop too, so it's like even if Miracle's able to get on top of him with a full combo, very likely to just survive. We'll see lots of Raindrops always versus Tinies. Miracle definitely coming out ahead in the lane. Same thing with the Spectre, but they are slowing down Mind Control nicely.
They do finally manage to get the kill on him.
Yeah. Can't do it all on his own down here. As soon as those boots are picked up on the jug, it does become a little bit more threatening. GH.
He just is poking away. He's keeping tabs over on Snaking.
Snaking's almost 6. The power of the jungle.
Dire's middle tower.
But how effective is it going to be? That's the big question.
It's very annoying, as we said already, for that Tiny in the mid game. It's going to be very frustrating versus most of the other heroes, not so much. But at least they have combos, right? Poison Nova plus AA Blast, always quite a lethal threat.
That is true.
So lots of team fight it will be able to provide for them.
Ooh, they go in for the haunt. He's going to chase after Fata here. Should be able to take down this Ancient Apparition. They spend a lot of time searching for him, though. Eater hiding, the follow-up. They'll be able to tree him in place. They're going to still keep committing for this.
They want the tower.
GH.
They want to push him off because they have Catapult Wave right now. So GH will commit as well. Does have a spin. He does have a TP if he wants to go for it, but the damage is too much. He actually gets trapped.
Is he going to be able to make it out? I know, it's too much damage. Very nice plays here coming out from Nigma.
Feels like a miserable game to play. And Fada comes back down here.
Nice here, though. They have ILTW. They're going to try to hold him into place for as long as possible. Here, trying to get that cold deep proc up the drag right back in and with that shockwave.
Fada.
He's just so tanky. Fada, again, he's going to fall. Not tanky at all. Snake King, he just can't connect with the Gale. He can't quite get there. They managed to apply that Poison Stinger over GH, but not going to be able to go beyond that. They see me mind control, but where's your stuns?
Yep, no
Where
stuns.
are your stuns?
As we said, it's only ultimates for the stuns for the side of Tundra, and Miracle,
Oh,
he makes
gets
the move down.
stack.
Will get the stack, and will find himself a neutral item. And 9, that's the first RP used, not going to get anything. And he's going for the full greedy build, too. He goes for max empower, so it does mean that your damage on those rotations, it is a bit weaker. When you have max shockwave, very likely to get yourself a kill with the first move, but because of this build, it's just more greedy approach because he wants to enable the jug. Another courier goes down. My control able to snipe that one. It's going to be a slow 6 for the Nature's Prophet, but something that they will always have to factor in. Lots of global potential on the side of Team Nigma.
No one is ever showing up completely alone.
No. And yeah, like I said, feels like a pretty miserable game to play the AA in. I feel like he's just gonna die to just like a haunt and then a random like rocket and a combo. Something's just gonna kill him.
Oh dear. In this case, it could just be Miracle.
Could be.
Mosquito is here. They could try to make the sensing movement.
Miracle's very deep.
It's here. They have the Omni Slash. Follow up with the Shockwave. Do they have enough damage? Spin coming out. Oh, yes, they'll be able to take down Miracle. Now they're going to hold GH over here. Can they get off enough damage? It's not looking too good here. Mind Control clicking away over here on Skeeter. Can he finish him off, though? Oh, the zip through. They're going to be able to burn him out.
Got him.
They get Skeeter, but they also take down Mind Control.
They're securing their stacks. Tundra full rotates over when they see Nigma invading. Miracle. It's a little overzealous there. You know, expecting that big burst damage, as we mentioned. You know, the Abatos combo plus that Wrath of Nature. We'll get the jug, but they will be able to secure their farm of these Ancients for 9. So he's going to be super farmed on this Magnus. Also gets himself Possessed Mask, so he's kind of the carry now at this point for a little bit. He's going to go Echo Saber too, like the build.
Feels like a very greedy draft coming out from Tundra, the way that they're itemizing. Is this going to pay off?
It's greed versus greed. We've got Spectre, Phoenix, Furion. It's super greed on one side versus another very greedy draft with good team fight. So could potentially have some very long games if we do get to those points, and that's where it gets to the fun.
When we get to see those big boy items now.
AA Blast. Somehow Fada is level 6 at a pretty early time in the game, pre-10 minutes.
It has been a rough game for him.
Has been.
All right. Well,
not bad.
Miracle and ILTW sitting pretty neck and neck here in terms of that net worth, but slightly ahead of it as a Magnus would, who has maxed out the Empower, sitting on top with the 5K.
Yeah, and the greed, at least in experience, you know, that's what happens when you run this jungle Venomancer. You're not punished so much. 4K XP lead. That's pretty massive at 10 minutes. You don't usually see that too often.
Can they make anything with it, though, is the question.
Farm.
Oh, by God, they're doing that.
Farm more. Stacks, Empower, Anchor Smash pulling into neutrals as well. We see 33 maximizing. Kuro.
Sitting on the back lines here. They do have the nice lane ward, but already Skeeter just going to leave.
Still no blink up on Miracle after that death. He's slowed down a little bit. Does find himself the Brooch with the Phase and the Windlace. One of the best combos you can get besides Fairy Trinket on a Tiny. Very speedy. And he needs to be speedy, as we mentioned. Veno can be very annoying to play against, even pre-blink.
Snaking makes his own rotation up here. They do have the Ice Blast. 9 has haste. They see Mind Control. They want him. There's going to be the swoop forward here. They'll immediately throw out the tree. They get the egg off.
He's down already.
Skeeter just going right back around here. He's going to try to
run
down, but he can't. He can't do it in time as the egg does pop off. This is not looking good here for Skeeter. He will fall. They'll be able to go and land the RP over on the back lines. Snaking immediately falling. And now 9, he's trapped in the trees. He has no friends left. He has to get out of here right now.
Sick positioning from Kuro. Distances his egg away from that spin, because the jug, he can solo kill it in a lot of these instances, but just perfectly far away, and Miracle gets the swoop around, gets the kill on the Veno, has the tiny blink dagger now finished up.
That's 2 RPs that have not yielded results.
He still has it.
Oh, he
did save it, yeah.
Okay, I thought he grabbed them.
No, he hung on to it. He saw as soon as they were rotating, he just like tried to back away and survive. So does at least hang on to it. And he's still farmed. That is the thing. He's got Treads and Echo Saber super early on. So, you know, tiny combos won't be effective versus Magnus. He's so tanky with this build. Actually, like 2,400 HP when he has the Echo Saber done. Pretty crazy. When you see heroes like AA who have 800 HP.
Yeah.
And this Magnus is going to be no joke. TW does have his Blade Mail finished up. We do see both of these 4 positions on both sides do have medallions finished, the Clockwork and that Veno respectively. As expected, the Veno is quite a bit more ahead though. He does get all that jungle. But Kuro is also finding a lot of farm himself. He's actually...
Okay.
All right.
Well, there was the RP. And a very useful one.
Yeah, he's the carry now, that's what we're saying.
Yeah.
These Magnuses, you cannot pass them by, especially when they get these 10 down to the damage. My God, 9. Getting a solo kill.
Yeah, very valuable one too.
Yup. The best one he could find. And Kuro, he's being very greedy himself as we see Miracle. You know, like I said, Fada is going
It's
a
a hard
miserable
game.
time.
It's just so
this
hard
game.
for him.
Kuro's got halfway to Aghanims.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, right? Like, I don't know where he got it.
Where did
He's
you
got
get
a
all that
point
farm
booster
from?
and he's got a secondary piece in a second too. So these eggs, he's definitely recognizing that the only way to really for them to focus the egg, the easiest way is just going to be Jug. He gets the extra hits,
Hook
it should be
shot
enough.
forward here, immediately onto snaking. This is not looking good for our friend here.
This is cool. The Ags is quite different. Because you used to see the Ags only picked up really versus with like Terrorblade on your team because it refreshes the meta, but not going to be the case. 9
again, just trying to poke away here at ILTW. Is forced to run out even though the Ice Blast does connect.
It is going to add the increased hits, though, on the egg. Which, as I was mentioning, the Jug is one of the biggest ones that can actually focus fire it. But with like, Magnus can also, but it's harder. Especially if you get hit by a single Fire Spirit, then it's only going to be the Jug with the spin to be able to go for it. So it could be a pretty cool approach. Also can just full heal the target if he does use it at its maximum effectiveness. Doesn't just reset those cooldowns. So you can stay
spotting out GH. Don't even go and use the Ice Blast. They just want to get rid of this pesky clockwork, so they should be able to get that kill.
They got him.
Snake King's revenge.
They're prioritizing Kuro's farm. Like, they give him the top lane. Spectre's farming jungle. So it could be really cool, especially versus these big ultimates that we are seeing. Not a lot of stuns coming up besides just those ults from Tundra. If he sees a target where he swoops in, sees his buddy RP'd, eats him up inside of that supernova, can actually save him pretty nicely. So we'll see whenever that does come out how effective it will be. As you look at the sun raying down the wave as well, it's going to be super farmed. Might be one of the earliest Ags coming out ever, actually. It's got 3 components at the 14-minute mark. That's quite crazy.
I'm pretty sure this will be a record for this season's DPT.
I'm going to say ever, honestly, because usually it's not the first item you get. Usually you get something else in between GH.
The hook, immediately the haunt comes out. 9 just going to go for the RP.
The cogs go off.
In the cogs, yeah. Not going to be able to get anything else here. The Ice Blast does come in, but they don't have the follow-up here, and it's not even going to connect on any of them.
That was really cool how he gets the cogs off before the RP connects to them, so he's stuck inside of there with them.
Oh, God.
These clockworks. 3, 1, and 5. 8 of the 12 kills. Still seeing Tundra getting this far, but does feel like Nigma's getting the better out of the map.
See, Snake King gonna slow down GH here. Even goes for the ultimate because Mind Control jumping out to the back lines, trying to just eliminate Fanta. Gonna just teleport out. They will end up leaving GH behind. Gonna get the dot? No.
Close.
Very, very close, though. And they just blink away over here at ILTW. They do have the Ice Blast in again, but they don't have the stuns.
Nope. Easily able to TP out. Mid, 33.
Oh, 33. Does just cut right through here. That's the hood. Miracle, though, will follow up. 9 throwing out that shockwave.
9 almost has blink, so they'll have a better way to actually initiate fights themselves shortly. Still close game right now, but does feel like, you know, this late game lineup, as we mentioned, you know, Nigma's draft scale is super hard. Sure, there's a Mag Jug on one side, but that's not gonna one-up a Phoenix Spectre, Nature's Prophet, as he actually jumps into the skewer.
Hook shot coming out now from GH. 33 is nearby. Kuro, though, over on the back lines. They go for the Ravage. Follow up with the Ice Blast coming in. Will connect over onto 2. Not looking good, though, here for 9 as they toss up into the air. He will fall. Kuro still alive on these back lines. He's gonna have to go drop the egg, and the spin's gonna come out. They'll try to protect it. Not gonna be enough. They turn around. They should be able to go maybe chase down GH here. He's ticking down to that poison sting. Will eventually get denied here by Mind Control. Very nicely done. And again, where are your stunts?
I think Kuro miscalculated his mana a little bit there. The initial dive in, I think he wanted to egg in a better position, but then he gets back, he's panicking because he doesn't have much mana. Then he gets mana for the egg, drops it, but they're all right on top of him. So they actually are able to bring it down. It's only the 2 supports dying, and they do end up killing the Magnus. And it is a Ravage forced. So don't think Tundra is too fussed, or Team Nigma is too fussed about that, as they're still getting great farm across the map, continuing to defend this tier 1 too.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Has to watch out for that Sunray, though. It's a good solution for trying to deal here with the Tide Hunter, for sure.
Just keeps digging too, Kuro. 700
so
flags.
Close now. So close to that Aghanim Scepter.
He'll get it at good timing with 12 too, and then it's 10 hits to destroy.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Philosopher's Stone, here you go, Fata. Here's a nice little present for you.
Fata's, but I already have a shovel. It's kind of like a mini Philosopher's Stone, but no, he definitely wants to swap it in, swap back and forth if you do want to maximize as much as possible. He will. Very nice. Gotta love the efficiency. And Mind Control's doing the same build we saw him do the other day. I was hoping we'd see it too. Witchblade into the Aghanims. Very powerful. So that root bonus with your Wrath of Nature also drops the cooldown from 85 to 60, so frequency of fights be that much better. I'm liking this pickup a lot. I know T is a huge fan of it. That's why I mentioned it the other day when it did get picked up. But yeah, seeing Mind Control do it definitely gives him the thumbs up of approval.
Bottom lane, oh, Fata, you just can't show up anywhere, my friend. You are just going to get hunted down immediately. 33 just going to continue to try to put pressure down on this tower. He's not the best tower hitter, though, unfortunately.
No, but they can't have... They don't want to risk one of the other heroes because they're too important, right? The Jug or the Mag can't actually walk up and hit that tower because if they die, it's a lot more costly. 33, he's not dying. He's got Hood locked with the pipe so he can unlock and have that increased tankiness.
Got the double damage rune bottled up here on the Magnus.
That they could force a fight. I feel like he could actually look for ILTW. He's got the
the
vision.
dagger forward. I see him.
I think they can go for him.
Double damage. 9 waiting patiently. Jumping in. RP immediately over onto ILTW. They should have all the damage necessary to take down the Spectre.
Very nicely done. That ward paying off instantly. So Fata, he dies, but with his dying breath from earlier, he did get that ward down to at least give that info. So the crest.
Slow siege continues here.
Snaking itemizing nicely. Earn. It's natural buildup for the Veno. Force Staff and Solar Crest. Very nice, especially versus Clockwork. Will be enable as 9 again.
9, yeah, he gets dumped on here by Miracle and GH. He's a bit tanky, but Mind Control also making his own rotation. He's going to try everything he can, but he still will fall. And the pressure is really being placed down here on this middle tower, knowing that there's many of those heroes that were just in that bottom area. But Miracle's already here. The toss-up box is immediately dead. Snaking, though, trying to put out some of this damage. The egg coming forward. Looks like Tundra, they want to get out of here. They want to get out of here fast. The Han coming in, and the global teleport here from Mind Control. It's not enough to stay snaking. Do manage to take down GH, but they burn the Ravage just for a support.
Ooh.
It's costly.
It is very costly. You have to be pretty precise whenever you do use your ultimates on the side of Tundra, and they're getting outscaled already. ILTW, Manta's done. Going for Diffusal next. Saw this build on him last time on the Spectre. It was very effective, especially versus a hero like Tidehunter. Limited mana pool. Will be super strong. Now they even have Roche Threat. That is something you do have to watch out for on the side of Tundra. Whenever these Spectre do pick up Manta, because the way Desolate works, there's always the threat that they could just go into Roche Pit. You have good ways to get information at the very least there with AA Blast, but it's got to be something they keep in the back of their minds.
Pressure being placed here on the top tower. You can see more of these teleports coming in. 3 of these heroes. Miracle looking for the opening here over onto Skeeter. Skeeter holding onto the spin. So he's just going to try to run away as they do manage to get a kill on Mind Control in the bottom lane.
Don't have to use an ulti or anything for it either. Just a quick, easy kill with the damage. He has to hold the spin for Skeeter. Whenever he doesn't see the Clockwork, he has to be very careful. Because if he spins out of position, could just get caught from the follow-up. He's taking the tomes. Yeah, he's going for the scale.
Yeah.
As we said, they want to go for... This is a potential game that can go to later stages, and that Nigma draft, when you have a Phoenix support, you scale incredibly hard into later stages. So yeah, he's getting big. Yeah, I like that he's actually gone for Ags. I think he should get the Shard next, probably. Probably one of the better pickups, too. A lot of fun things you can do with Shard, too. If you actually... This is very small, but important actually for Phoenix players out there. If you start your Sunray, you wait till it's almost done, and then you egg, your Sunray will continue, and you'll actually be able to use a second Sunray during your Supernova if you like overlap it in that type of sequence. It's actually quite important, yeah. Because you can do like double kind of heals if you're backing up a target. We'll see if he does go that route. Because last time we did see him go for like Holy Lock-in and stuff, because it is so effective on a Phoenix. So very close game. 1k gold lead right now for Tundra.
You can just feel that looming threat, though.
For sure. They have to be it's super careful. These next few ultimates have to be very precise for them, because as I mentioned, if you mess up your ults, Roche is going to be on the menu for Nigma.
We'll do some farming up together here over on the side. Little treants taken down.
We're very close here, GH. Farming the wave.
Fata, be very careful, Fata. The show, though.
I built a setup for GH here.
He is definitely setting up. 9 is here, throws out the shockwave, goes right through here. GH cannot connect with that hook shot, unfortunately, so he will fall. A little bit of skirmish over in the mid lane, though. 33. Toss up, though.
Ooh, nice play. saving out his buddy. 33 pump fake the Ravage. And now with that kill, they're actually going for the Roche themselves.
Yeah, don't have the Clockwork Scout for you.
This is smart. This is really smart from Tundra.
We have all these beautiful wards that you can drop here over on Snaking to keep tabs, make sure that people can't just immediately blink on in.
The fight's gonna come to them. They gotta be ready for it, but Clockwork's dead, so the Scout isn't there.
Snaking, putting his body very, very forward. You can see Fanta dropping some of this here. The Haunt comes in. They can see that there's a room pin that's getting a bit low. Haunt over onto the back line, so the egg comes out immediately. Snaking, he's just not a part of this. The Aegis, though, does get picked up by Skeeter. They're on the hunt. They have the BKB. They're going to chase after ILTW. Got the Blade Mail. He popped it. They have the Gush. Can they follow up the Shockwaves? They've got the Omni Splash. This is looking very, very good right now. Can they take out ILTW? The spin comes down. They're down the speed, though. They followed up with the Ravage Grasp right on the tail end of it. They'll be able to take down ILTW. And now Miracle. He's got to run as well as they do have all of this damage. GH trying to lead them on a Mary Chase. Mind control over here on this high ground. But it's already been done. They've managed to go and take the Roche. They've got the Aegis online for Skeeter.
They still have RP as well. 9, he actually hung on to it during that whole fight. He's setting up immediately for bottom. Mind control.
Stay together.
To be careful.
So careful. The blink's going to come off cooldown. If 9 wants to go for hunt, yeah, he is. He's hunting. He wants mind control. He's trying to skewer forward. They've got the Ice Blast here. He's going to try to just buy a bit more time. And that looks like mind control. He gets spotted. They use the RP. You know, they don't have a lot of stuns, but they got to use what they have here. So I'm just going to try to fight here. Miracle following up, though, and they do have the Sunray for that percentage base. M9, they're already screwing away. Can they get this kill? The Clockwork coming in. It's just going to hold him into place. Yes, they will be able to take down 9. Kuro sitting very, very low himself. Fata?
He's
just
trying for it.
At him. He wants it so bad.
He might just die now, though.
He might die for it. Oh, my goodness. The toss back over here. Get out of here. Stay safe, my friends. As GH throwing out those cogs, trying to buy a bit more time. Do they have enough damage to get the shatter?
Yeah.
Ooh, he actually manages to get home.
He's taking a lot of damage in base, though. Might still pop.
Be very, very close.
Oh, that was very close. Does have that cloak as well to give himself that extra magic resist, saves himself, and yeah, Fan Brace for sure. Ooh. Who got who there, right? 9. He got so ambitious to go for the kill that it actually gets turned from the Nigma rotations. This is an excellent game again coming out from both sides. 12-20, super close still.
This is the kind of game that you want to watch, you know?
It was perfect. Like, perfect game 3, perfect midnight Dota. Let's go. Mid tower still alive. Snaking trying to keep it up a bit longer. My control.
Not much longer, though. You know, they've got it. Fortification comes out. They'll throw the Ice Blast. Be able to take down the summons, actually.
They can get a deny here.
They can definitely get the deny. Look at mind control. He wants to go, but they're so bad.
They're baiting him.
Like, come on. Come take our tower. You won't.
Get the Empower up on Skeeter.
They're grouped up really closely. They have to be careful. That Avalanche coming out now from Miracle. They try to get... Oh, the Blink. Blink is completed for Tide.
Blink for Tide. So better forms of initiation for them if they can get the jumps pre-Haunt. It's going to be important. Kuroki also finishes up Shard for himself too, so stronger inside Supernova with that Sunray active. My control. 9 kind of lingering near him.
Does have about 14 seconds before the RP is back up, and I have a feeling he's going to want to hold on to that.
Throw the Ice Blast to kind of scout out. Looks like they were trying to go for something here past the tower. Scan is there for Team Nigma, so they will know.
They made their rotation. Mind Control's just gone over to the enemy side of the triangle here. Doesn't want to get caught out, obviously, and being very patient on the side of Nigma. They're just taking over the jungle completely. There is not a lot of space here for ILTW. He is forced to go in jungle, and he's underneath their ward, too.
It's getting big, though. Level 19 now. Sees Fada for a second. Fada.
Oh, Fada, no. Okay, they'll go in for the Haunt. Gonna try to push back. Miracle, though, finding 9 using his BKB, though. He's looking to get the Shockwave off. Not gonna be able to quite land it, as now the Spectre making his way over. The Ravage comes out on the back ends here. Snaking sitting very, very low. Mind Control is forced to teleport away. As Miracle still hunting. Oh, he wants Snaking. He wants Tundra. He wants anyone. The Avalanche. No, it's not in the right place. They're just a little bit off, and this is going to allow Snaking to survive that engagement. And the Scotty's online now for Juggernaut.
Still very close here.
He's engaged. I mean, now you don't have the Haunt.
Yeah, they've got RP as well, too.
You don't have the
Omni.
Ravage. Yep. To use that, but...
Picking up some nice neutral items here, Skeeter. Elven Tunic. Age is gone in about 40 seconds. Can they force something here? Fada is respawning, and they know that that Haunt is on cooldown. Wrath of Nature will be back up in 8 seconds, as we know. That frequency is very quickly, and BKB on my control, too.
And that's big.
Big versus that Ravage. Kuroki still does have his egg too, so we still have some good ultis on both sides.
Dire's
Less than
middle
1k
tower
net
is
worth
under attack.
So
between the
close
two
here.
teams. Again. Break down these illusions. ILTW. Okay, Miracle trying to get into position here. The 9 spotting him.
That'll work.
See it. Spear back immediately. They're going to go into the Omni Slash, and you know that BKB is nice, but it's not going to matter too much as they follow with the RP. The egg does come up. They're going to be able to save him. Can they click down the egg? That was the question. Can they do it faster than ticking down?
got
They
it.
get it. They managed to take both of them out with one egg there. GH next to fall. ILTW left all alone. He is just trying to break some angles here. Mind control force pop the BKB. He's got to get out of there right here, right now. The damage coming out from Skeeter is immense. This tower belongs to the side of Tundra.
Such good ways of being able to take that fight, and they try again. They try to sprout the egg over and over again, but it's not going to work. The Omni does end up bounding some treants, but mostly hits onto Miracle. Positioning not his friend, as Skeeter's able to full focus it with the spin.
Dire's middle
Tundra
tower
doing some
is
big
under
stuff, and they still had Aegis there too, so
Timed out now. Look at the Snaking's just hunting ILTW. He's forcing him to teleport out as they just
Taking
go
a rack.
right into the base. They take the tower, they're taking the racks.
Dire's
Sprout, it
middle
doesn't matter.
tower
You've
is
got a
under
quelling
attack.
blade. You just cut it on out.
Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
Nice ice blast in. They're not going to go for the dive though. Tundra, they've been playing a really disciplined Dota.
it's just so clean really from them. Veno words. This is when we mentioned that Veno versus Tiny. It's super frustrating. You get hit by a single one of them, they connect with you with the Omni. Close though. Very close for Kuro to be able to save him.
Hunt comes out. They're chasing after Snaking though. They're going to chase after 33. He's getting chipped down here. This is not looking good for the Tide Hunter, but
They got him.
it's going to take a little time out here.
And Fata just dies.
And Fata just dies
we
to the
said,
illusion.
he's just gonna die
Oh,
all the
dear.
time this
Poor
game, just to
Fata.
random stuff.
Yeah, look at this. The Aeon Disc, the hopeful, you know.
Are scanning.
I'm getting closer to it, guys. It's not quite there yet.
No, don't watch Fata die.
Oh.
Oh, he just dies to the. I told you, he's just dying to like random stuff. There's
Radiant's
nothing he
top
can do.
tower is under
As
attack.
Nigma, they are starting to hit back here onto the
Radiant
towers here, even though they do
structures
lose the
are
racks.
Actually,
Still
that was
in a good
Courier.
spot.
Dire's courier
What was on his
has been
Courier? What was
killed.
that?
Basher.
The Basher.
Yeah.
Ooh. That's
Very
a good
effective one, yeah. Big one versus the Jug, for sure.
Good one to delay.
Radiant's top tower
And he still is
under
level
attack.
22. So, you know, they did get that big momentum swing here for Tundra, but still have to be careful.
Radiant's top tower.
It's a very
has
farmed
fallen.
Spectre still at this point. Roche, one of the next biggest things on the menu here for both sides, too.
You're just able to clean up all of those treants, clean up the illusions. LTW is just gonna farm out the jungle as he leaves.
Is Mind Control gonna get top net worth again in this game, too? I mean, he's catching up all the way to the top toward that Jug. Skeeter has been claiming it for quite some time now. Skeeter also almost has a full butterfly, so that evasion will be nice. That straight stat as well, too, just with Empower, does make it really effective. There's a lot of just like mixed kind of damage that is coming up from Nigma, so a little bit surprising maybe to see if that evasion will be that effective.
Fata's so close to finishing up that hand.
He's like, Philosopher's Stone, give me
Come
more
on.
money.
It's a butterfly though. Completely picked up now.
I think you go
Skeeter.
fight. I think you have to set the tempo here. You
Yeah,
know
they
Haunt
smoke.
is down. You gotta look for something.
They smoke. They're making the sweeping motions. They're gonna check out the Roche pit first, just, you know,
Minute 30.
see if anybody's home. And they're going in for the invasion. Ice
Radiant's
Blast is gonna get thrown out. Try to do a little bit of scouting here. They're smoked up though over on the side of Nigma. Let's clear up these treants a little bit. Push mind control back.
Radiant's
Good
bottom
positioning.
tower is under attack.
Does Fata have his item yet? Yeah, he does. He's gonna go pick it
Radiant's
up.
bottom
So he doesn't
tower has
just die to Wrath of Nature plus 1 illusion.
Always feel so bad.
But the Hunt, it's gonna be back up now for ILTW. So fight will be a little bit tougher to execute here on Tundra. They don't get that jump initially onto one of the targets. They're gonna be the ones initiated on every time. As we saw that last time. You know, Miracle, they got on him. Nigma actually secondary smoke used. So really looking to pick the fight. They're feeling a timing.
Just laughing at the way Fata's moving around the map. He can't show it all.
He dies in the base even. So
Yeah, it's such a hard knock life for this poor AI.
Yeah.
Look at this. He's gonna try to push them off.
they force
though.
movement back.
There it is. Yep. 33. Tell the right to teleport out.
Skeeter?
They're sticking around. Snaking goes down.
Oh, so close for that hook shot.
33 with the spider legs. Gets stuck over here. He's gonna get caught in the cogs. He's gonna call it circles at this point. So they are going to eventually lose 33.
So imagine if ILTW had Basher there, that's likely a dead Jug. The
Yes.
fact that he doesn't have Basher, he's hitting him that whole time, isn't able to get it. GH can't actually connect the hook shot on the spin, so Tundra fortunate to get out there. They started the TP bottom, and it was an instant haunt to try to punish it.
But here's the thing. Haunt is down. Roche isn't up yet.
Yep.
That is the one shining light here for Tundra after that fight. If that they aren't able to just immediately run spit. Now it's up. They do have
Tied,
buybacks.
50 seconds.
They do have some ultimates.
He's scouting it. They still have the RP. They still have this very big jug.
They have very nice ward vision over in the side of...
Ooh, yeah, this one didn't get taken out.
Yeah, they
that
still
high
know.
ground ward on the Dire side did not get taken out.
You have the ward, though, over here as well.
Both teams do have vision of each other's side a little bit.
Important. Mind control just continues to shove out the waves. GH just sitting around here. Skeeter walks into the pit.
He didn't see him though. That's the spot. He's in the
Oh my God.
little smoke,
Oh God.
little hidden spot inside the Roche pit that you can hide in. I think he saw the ceremonial robe on him too, and he's like, "What? Where is he?"
Flashbacks to like the Beast Coast game where Whisper just narrowly misses
God.
Roche back and forth.
That was heartbreaking to watch.
Bounty, which my
Illusion Rune picked up on ILTW. This is actually a big one. Miracle actually passes him off the bottle. So we've seen how effective, you know, just this desolate damage can be. Also just versus a Juggernaut Omni Slash, more illusions. With the Dream, Mind Control continued to push up bottom, and Tundra continued to look at the pit. Skeeter's gonna start threatening it.
There's just so much that they can throw into it, though. It's very, very scary.
They know Hunt is still down, though, so they're trying to kind of force this here.
The Ice Blast toss out, trying to get vision.
Dying fast. Skeeter hits hard.
Got the Gush. Got that TH. Send in
themselves.
the illusions. Yeah.
Watch out for the steal.
Dagger getting tossed out. Yeah, they're waiting. The hook tap over here from Miracle.
They find Nine.
No, he does. He still has the BKB. He's absolutely fine. He's already with the RP. Then they go right back in. 33. No, they take down GH. This Roche is sitting very, very low. He's having difficulty here. He needs someone to come bail him out. Gonna try to use the Gush by a little bit more time. Fata's here. Everybody's grouped around this pit. The egg goes off, but they're just gonna be able to walk away.
Is he gonna try to secure Roche with that?
They're gonna. It feels like they're gonna go right back in again. The Ice Blast coming in hot.
top of them.
Land on all of them. They fall off here. There's even the Ravage as he goes, and it's still gonna be ICW who picks up that Aegis though. But he's taking all of this damage over on the backlines. He is gonna fall. Mind Control also dying. Now Miracle's gonna get chased down by Skeeter. ICW is coming right back up again. He uses the Haunt. He's gonna try to create some sort of confusion. Try to make it out alive here. 33 is getting bullied by Kuro on the backlines. Mind Control. He fought back, as did Miracle. They're going right back in again. Look at this. Yes, Mind Control. He's right around Miracle. Stepping into everybody here.
Skeeter.
Oh, they take him down here. 9 to eventually will fall. Miracle did buy back Skeeter though. He's still alive. The swoop in. They're gonna try to get the final hits up over onto Skeeter. Can they do it? They've got the Sunray. Yes, they'll be able to find it. And Miracle now just trying to throw out some trees, trying to make some distance. Many buybacks coming out here. 9, he's looking. Can he get his hands on ILTW? It's not looking good enough. But the A blast, is it gonna come in?
They got him.
They get him. They get ILTW.
Oh my God, that actually might make it pretty worth it there for all their buybacks, just getting that big kill on the Spectre. He still has his, so does Skeeter. Okay, so Aegis was Spectre. I heard a cheese. I didn't see who got to use it.
There was
inside
a
the
lot
fight.
happening during that
So
fight.
cheese was used by the Mag. Okay, so he was able to steal that one.
No, he's got the Icarus there. But the pressure's on now.
If 33 didn't get mini avalanche there, they're all dead. The mini little avalanche stuns allows them to get BKB off and actually even pick up the Aegis on ILTW. That was kind of the biggest difference maker inside of all of it, since ILTW almost lives throughout the end of it. And Kuro getting the snipe on Skeeter. Chaos. Absolute chaos inside these fights.
Just had the eyes on the prize the entire time.
I cannot believe how dead even of a game this still is at the 36 minutes. We're less than 1K gold lead. What's our experience looking like too? Pretty much the same thing. This is just beautiful Dota from both sides.
You got a full Satanic online now for 9.
Yeah.
It's going to give him the extra dispel. It's going to keep him more survivable in these fights.
How's our buyback status looking?
Almost everyone has bought back at this point, honestly. Spectre still has it.
The two big cores.
Those are the 2 big ones.
The 2 big cores still have it, so.
AA and Phoenix, which are also very, very important, especially the AA. Because that ultimate is just so valuable.
Yeah, we did see Kuro also with the egg, right? He used it as like a zoning tool, so
Scanning.
pretty important one that he will also have that buyback. Almost has Refresher on Kuro as well, level 22. They get a lot of levels, of course, for killing off Skeeter. He's the same level as Miracle now at this point.
We do get the Ag Shard now over here on Kuro. They're doing a lot of hunting. They're trying to get as much information as possible, but look at the way that Tundra's grouped up here. They're playing this very, very carefully. They don't want to get picked off.
One fight could just be the big decider.
1K net worth difference between the 2 teams. Oh my God. Minotaur Horn, fantastic item here.
Yeah, 9.
So necessary.
Extra little mini BKB to deal with all this craziness inside the battles. ILTW, almost 25 on the Spectre. Hauser Jug is left behind. Skeeter is quite far behind in the level department at the one side there for Tundra. So he's only 22. So Spectre will have a pretty big window
bottom tower is under attack.
at level 25, and also potentially can also buy back and jump into the fights easier.
I mean, we said at this point too, nine is basically the carry currently. He's just such a big, tanky person. He's got plenty of damage here, enabling everyone. But they just found a...
Skeeter commits his gold, so he will not have buyback for the next fight. He's committed for the little for the Aghanims, so he's got that little secondary Omni Slash.
How do you feel about that?
Could hurt them. Spectre having buyback they might be feeling like they need to go all in soon because of that Spectre surviving and keeping her gold so long inside that last fight.
Level 25 hit now. Mind control uses the RP. He's gonna try to burst down here as best as he can. 33 is also here, so that will be a kill on mind control, and he does not have buyback. Look at the follow-up here from Nigma, though. They immediately teleport down. Smoke is up, though, over on the side of Tundra. He's gonna be looking for this opening. 33, Spider legging forward.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Not a verb I ever thought I'd be saying.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
You have to be very careful in their positioning. Skeeter is going to show, and again, does not have buyback.
The rally behind him.
They're moving away, though.
Dire's bottom tower
9 creeping over here on the tree line, too. Waiting to jump on anyone who dares to show themselves. They do not have the RP,
Look what Mind Control's doing, too. He pulled the mid-creep wave. Look at these trains. Look at mid. One train here, look at up top. The other one, it pulled the whole wave up here. So he's trying to buy time. They know they need Mind Control to fight. This is just this clever creep manipulation as Tundra is going for this secondary racks.
Girl standing over to the side. They don't have any vision. They just shred through that first tower. Throw out the Ice Blast over onto the creep wave. They did fortify it. There's a lot of damage, though, here. Miracle will reveal himself, and he's going to try to get some of these creeps eliminated. Leaving with the shockwave.
They're accepting. They're just letting the racks drop. They're seeing how important Mind Control is. Drum is popped even to swoop toward top. Snaking is saying, go team, go. Go for the last set.
The Shadow Blade online, too, here from Rainbow. Okay, out to W. It's going to teleport in the fall to the Avalanche.
Skeeter almost has the gold for buyback now off of this push here.
It's big.
150
Very, very big. They're looking for this opening here. They do poke a little bit.
ILTW doesn't have buyback.
9 change over onto the backline. Trying to separate. They do have the stun rate, but they follow up. Again, they have the BKB over here onto the knife. He's falling. It's going to be another Avalanche tossed out. They'll fall right back in again. Do they have enough damage? So they finally managed to take down 9. There it is. There's the Rex. Oh, yeah, on the side. They take him out. The follow-up. ILTW. He's stuck in these trees over here with Miracle. They'll do it with the takedown. ILTW with the takedown. Miracle. The buybacks are coming out now. Mind Control running for his life as they're just chipping away on him. And over here, Skeeter barely staying alive just by the skin of his teeth. He did have, of course, that Swift Blast. So to be able to make it. Fata, even he will be allowed to walk out. Mind Control. Mind Control ticking down.
They got the megas, though. And they all instantly turn for the egg. No hesitation. Pop the drum charges. Everybody focus fires it. This is so impressive again from Tundra. 14k gold lead. Nigma unable to take fights. 9's just too tanky. They get the Ravage follow-up, and then as that Ravage is going on, absolutely everyone turns and hits it. Tundra just continuing to impress all day today.
I mean, this is what happens when you have these consistent matches, when you're facing up against some of the best teams.
That's amazing to watch.
It's actually such a joy, honestly, you know?
Yeah, I mean, these mega creeps coming in. Miracle's dead, no buyback.
All right. Do get some more of these items. Looks like the Timeless Relic is found now.
Fight's looking hard. Fight's looking real hard. You'd think they'd be able to win them with all these, with the Haunts causing chaos and the Phoenix, but it still just hasn't been able to. As, of course, we see a leveler here for Skeeter, so more attack speed, tougher for the eggs to be successful. And Kuro, who got an Aghanim so early on, they've been able to focus fire this egg time and time again.
It was a gamble, and it doesn't feel like it's paying off, unfortunately, especially when you consider the fact he tried to go for that save, but... Very interesting indeed.
Invisibility.
It's finally happened. Fata finally overtaking Kuro in the network.
He's got a BKB as well.
Oh,
look at this
my
AA
God,
with a
look
BKB.
Still gonna get clicked down to death, but hey.
But he won't get rooted. Maybe he can actually run away from that. He won't get defused and chased too.
The BKB.
He's got the Quelling Blade too in case of the Sprout. He's got things covered.
Homie knows his job is to stay alive and just throw out the Ice Blast in Vortexes. My goodness. Vortices? Vortices, yes.
Vortices? I mean, it is.
I believe it's Vortices. I don't know.
And the important thing is too that they did these fights. Like Skeeter was not 25.
No.
Like, now he's 25. The ILTW Spectre actually was 25 in these last fights, and they still weren't able to take the fights. Tundra
It's looking
recognize
so good.
I'll take
Roshan
that as
will
tribute.
respawn in 2 minutes.
All right.
And the pressure is there. These mega creeps constantly flooding inside of the base. Mind Control's got his work cut out for him.
Peter has half duration left on this double damager, but nobody is home. They're just going to go and secure themselves the outpost.
No AC on the side of Team Nigma. Miracle has just keeps getting caught, keeps getting killed easily here, and they do have AC on one side. Also, they do have, I believe, a Vlad's too, so they are buffed up so much more on the side of Tundra. As the fight comes to them, they'll take it. If they see an opportunity of someone out of position, they'll take it.
All right, back in. Cautious Courier does get sniped. It's just going to be a
Was
smoke.
that what? The neutral just killed it. The Vol Assassin just said, nope, it just turned
He
into
is an assassin,
He
Fog.
is an assassin.
You know, when you least expect it. Strikes from shadows.
25 on Tide, too.
Gonna keep tabs over here. They've got those little treants going into the pit, and of course they've got the Venomancer wards, so it's gonna be constantly checking as Mind Control is doing the best he can here in this bottom lane, trying to shove out as much as he can.
Trying to cut waves as well, these little treants, these pesky little guys. Looks like they are just gonna play patient. So 30 seconds, not gonna walk to the high ground. They still won't have buyback available for the Spectre and Phoenix, so taking that fight, it's gonna be hard for Nigma.
They use a big scan though, they're just trying to keep tabs. They're very afraid because they are taking down a lot of their vision. They do have one of the wards actually further into the top part of the jungle, and there's one over near the triangle area as well.
They're just camping high ground, just waiting for any opportunity, not going into the risky side of the map at all, just waiting for this Roche.
I mean, you keep seeing Mind Control just run back into the trees every second. He's like, where are they? Am I being baited? Could they be showing up right now?
This was actually the smarter play rather than looking for the fight, because it was going to come up that soon. They still knew that those buybacks were down, so this was definitely the smarter play. Take back what I said. Into
All right.
the pit, blessing.
Let's go.
Who's going to take this one? I think you give this to 33. A nice little AoE gush could
That
be
is
super
nice.
effective. Also for snaking, I think both of them are really nice this game. I think 33 is just a little bit better for the more the enabling, right? Enable the Skeeter even more so with minus armor on top of all these other buffs that he is having.
Trying so hard to go and just draw the attention, but the Megas, they're coming. The march is on.
The march is on, and buyback still 2 minutes 50 seconds. Spectre and Phoenix.
Got the Trickster Cloak over here on ILTW. Is trying to just get outside of this and make some moves. But yeah, we have that gush online now for 33.
Now they claim the other area since they're a lot more powerful with Aegis and Cheese.
Now it's all about the execution.
They've got so many extra lives, though. They can just dump out there. Skeeter does not have buyback.
But there's a toss-up from Miracle. Not too concerned about this. Throughout the ice blast here. Quite connect.
Lanes are being dealt with. We do see the Spectre and the Fury on each sides. Tier 4.
Now Miracle just going to continue to follow up. The gush does connect here.
Miracle.
Going for the slash. They get Miracle. He does have buyback.
Forced to use it. The creeps, they're on the tier 4.
Just hanging back here.
Here comes
Immediately, LCW trying to jump over here on the bottom. The follow-up with the Ravage. They'll go and get off Poison Nova as well. They have the BKBs. And though not going in with the RP, though, they've got so much damage. They're able to take down Miracle. Taking walls to fall. LCW will fall as well. There's no buyback over here on the Spectre as they're just cutting through everyone. They call GG. Tundra has done it.
Holy crap, Tundra! What a performance. Just